It is time for you to face my supporting cast, the Slaughterhouse 6, with French accent. Look to the skies. See what I'm about to unleash upon you. You think you can hope to stand against the storm? Hello, and welcome to Dolphins Dive! Whee! Dolphins! Where's my dolphin friends? Oh, they're over there, back there. Can you even see it? Where's my FPS? Can you see there? Nope, they're actually just right off screen, right there. Sorry. Actually, I guess maybe if I fiddle with them. Can you see? They're there. You can see them. They're way back there. Say hi, friends. Hello. But no, they're way back there, and I'm not going to get up because I'm too lazy to get up. But hello and welcome to Dolphins Dive, the weekly Sentinels of the Multiverse strategically minded stream hosted by yours truly, the lewdest of dolphins, Lewd Dolphin. That is my title. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and Handelabra Games right here on Twitch. You can follow me personally on Twitter at LewdDolphin21, and YouTube and Twitch to just Lewd Dolphin with no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com, plus I don't know actually if that link is on Sentinels Digital, but there is a survey to fill out with regards to possible future content for Sentinels of the Multiverse, especially with regards to its coming to consoles. And I would like for it to be on the Switch personally, but that's just me. I have a Switch. I also have a PS4, but I think it would play better on the Switch. I don't know. That's just me. That is just me. Just me and no one else. Actually, no, there are other people here. We have a intrepid team of heroes. We have the Xtreme Prime Wardens Tempest, Freedom 5 Absolute Zero, and an alternate version of Bunker from some timeline that seems pretty dark. Freedom 6 Bunker. Fighting off against the villain team, Ambuscade, Greazer, and Misinformation in the Silver Gulch. And actually, I was going to be playing in Temple of Julong, but I accidentally selected Silver Gulch, and then I decided I'm just going to go with it. And we shall. Actually, today I'm going to do things slightly differently. Actually, it's already set up for that. I'm going to stick with not reading cards, if that's okay. If you have any complaints, yell at me. Can I link it? Can I link it for those who haven't already? That is a very good question, or a very good thing to do, except I don't actually have the survey link. Actually, no, I think it's probably on the Realm of Discord announcements. Yeah, there it is. Copy this link, paste it there, voila! There it is. Cool beans! So this is what happens when, I just have cards playing and I'm not reading them, is that stuff just happened. But we have 4 of the 5 nemesis, because it's Ambuscade plus the other 5, right? That's the Slaughterhouse 6. Am I remembering this correctly? Yes. So we have most of the nemesis in play, including Glamour, everyone's best friend. We have Revolt, who's going to do damage to all, 2 lightning damage to all. Glamour, who redirects damage from nemesis, and we have a lot of nemesis. And then the Desert Eagle, who I think did the self-damage. Or no, it didn't. Wait. Oh, Haka. No, Haka is not. What? Did... World Improved is in play, and that's why Desert Eagle didn't take any damage. Oh, misinformation! Fiddling with the timelines. So, currently villain targets are immune to damage, and for this to get destroyed, we have to not play a card or use a power, so that's pretty tragic. And it's okay because we can't even use powers! Oh, misinformation, you're funny. And then, alright, so Desert Eagle's gonna do his full damage, and Magman is going to do damage. Alright, cool, exciting, fantastic. This doesn't matter. And then that's the 6, and that's a 3. And here we are with a hero who can't use powers, but could play 2 cards if he wanted to. And I think, actually, if I really wanted to, I could... I mean, World Improved can get destroyed before Twisted Reality acts, and then I could play a card at the end of the turn. So that's at least something to consider. World Improved is destroyed, so villain targets are no longer immune to damage, and so I could do damage if I wanted. Or I could play something, although with Twisted Reality, ongoings are going to get destroyed, or one ongoing is going to get destroyed. But Absolute Zero would love to be able to put an ongoing into play. So I could just play something for fodder. I mean, it's not really a good idea to play a localized hurricane and not be able to use its power. But being able to do damage to non-nemesis could be nice. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's just put Vicious Cyclone out there. Vicious Cyclone on Glamour for plot. Alright. We're off to a great start here. H.Y.P. Displacer. And then Greazer Nemesis. So no power... Actually, no powers can be used anyway, so I didn't even have to do ongoing fodder because Absolute Zero cannot use his base power. Let's get Focused Apertures out. And then we'll draw a card, and then Null Point. For however good that will do me. Destroy one hero ongoing or equipment card. Oh, right, this does one or the other. Okay, so I guess that was useful after all. Alright, no more ongoing cards. Deal damage. Nemesis damage to the Freedom 5. And then discards or destroys. So let's lose a localized hurricane. I don't want to destroy... Actually... Oh, right, I don't even have a choice here. Modular realignments. You don't have a choice. Mode cards could be used. External combustion probably will not get used. Although if that redirects to Absolute Zero, that's fine. No, let's get rid of Auxiliary Power Source, I think. I'm not sure. Cleansing Downpour, Onboard Module, Heavy Plating are on the bottom of our decks for what good that does us. Here's some damage. And I don't actually have a reason to play a card. Unless I want to External Combust and have a bunch of damage redirect from the 4 Nemesis. So I'm just going to skip. This is a very exciting first round of Sentinel strategy here. We're just skipping because we don't have many options. But the nice thing about skip is that it lets you draw another card in case you don't have options. Increase all lightning damage by 1, which is not good with Revolt, but it's okay with Tempest. Absolute Zero is envenomed, and then the extra damage. This might be the shortest first game ever. At the rate this is going. Yeah. Start of the second round, only 1 hero's at double digits. And this isn't an Iron Legacy game. Something's wrong with this picture. Well, actually, this also... Water Trough is also positively benefiting Thunderstruck, so I could do an extra point of damage there if I wanted. So Chain Lightning seems like the play. Unfortunately, if I obviously target a Nemesis that gets redirected. Which really stinks because these Nemesis are doing a lot of damage. But if I'm going to want to target a Nemesis, I would probably want to do the low damage hit first. The 2 lightning damage, and then do the base power on them. Or I could really try to flip Ambuscade, but that doesn't get rid of the Nemesis. I don't know. This is rough. I think what we need is for the environment to deal with these Nemesis without dealing with us somehow. Which they are sort of at lowish HP. Until Absolute Zero and Bunker have things happen to them. I'm just gonna target Ambuscade. Actually, I'm just gonna throw the damage to the 3 main targets. And then I could use this to try to freeze something. I could stop the Stout Barrel from playing cards, but I don't think that really helps. Alright, into the Stratosphere. Great, we could Stratosphere Glamour, and then we could deal with the Nemesis. Galactra, making Absolute Zero even lower. And he doesn't really have a good means of regaining HP. He deals himself fire damage, which incaps him, or he deals himself 1 point of fire and regains 2 HP, so at least he would regain some amount. But then Envenomed Bolts, you're dealt 1 toxic. When you would deal damage, prevent that damage. Oh, well, I guess that's probably okay. Modular realignment. He dealt this damage. And I think, did I actually gain any HP from that? Well, I guess I lost some cards, so that's fine. I don't know that this is going to do any good, but let's put out something. I don't think it's going to do any good whatsoever. Yeah, actually, I don't even want to do that because there's no... I don't think there's any card that would have a positive benefit for whatever. I did get 1 HP of recovery. Okay, so that's decent. Each hero target deals itself 1 psychic, move an ongoing card from the trash into play, and move 1 friendly ongoing card into play. So, do we want to not have no power uses? I mean, actually, Bunker, if he wanted to, could destroy World Improved with his base power, but he can't destroy Twisted Reality. Does Bunker have any... Does Bunker have anything he can do still? Not really. Flat Cannon? But the targets would be immune to damage. This is rough. Let's put out World Improved and then destroy it with Bunker so that at least we have that. And then Vicious Cyclone for however good that will do us. Actually, let's put Vicious Cyclone... Oh, that has to be the card play. Let's put Vicious Cyclone on Glamour, and then we could have the first hit redirect, and then the next 2 hits won't, and then I could do whatever damage I want to Glamour. And then I can start hitting the Nemesis that are killing us. I mean, really, this game is all about taking out Glamour. That's what this match is about. Once you beat Glamour, the game wins, right? So don't hit Bunker. Oh, nope, nope. World Improved. Never mind. This isn't good. Alright. Well, let's put out something and then discard upgrade mode, say, and get rid of World Improved. Are we gonna make it to round 3? Matthew Hayes is taking out Absolute Zero, I think. Maybe. If they do, discard a card and then deluge. Nope, don't care. Oh nope, HYP Displacer is gone, that's good. And this targets things that can't redirect. Team Blue versus Team Green, almost. Yeah, but Team Blue's winning. But we have Matthew Hayes. For what good that'll do us. Whenever that hero's player draws a card, each target in his play area deals itself 2 melee and then destroy this card. Is Bunker even going to survive? I don't think Bunker's surviving. Like, there's Absolute Zero. And there's Greazer. And there's Bunker. And oh, Megman can't deal damage because I wish I could see why. There is no hero target with the second lowest HP. There's only one. Joke's on you. This is fine. We're in a strong position now. Everything is fine. Look, I can actually damage Glamour now. And then I can, like, move Revolt out of play. And then I can take out Glamour. Everything is going according to plan, guys. Everything's going according to plan. All I have to do is take out these two villains. If damage would reduce a target to 0 or fewer, prevent that damage. Look, this saves this saves Tempest. Destroy an environment. Each target deals itself 1 cold. That's until the start of your next turn. Increase all damage dealt to and by targets by 1. This sounds risky. I like it. Deja vu. Each hero target deals itself 1 damage. Oh, look! I couldn't destroy myself. And then Unshackled Destiny saves me again! Yes! See, here's the strategy. Have misinformation save the day. Vicious Cyclone, sure. And then put that on Ambuscade. And then Bunker. Draw a card, destroy an ongoing, put a card from a hero trash on top of its deck. Well, I don't want to destroy Unshackled Destiny. Do I want to draw a card or move something from the trash? Actually, getting that Chain Lightning back would be great. Explosives Wagon, perfect. And a temporal event revealing Sustain the Portal. Skip. Tempest survives this. Tempest doesn't survive this. But let's do as much damage to the things as possible. If only we could take out the explosive spike and then do extra damage to the villains. Oh well. That was a fun game. Who's ready for viewer's choice? I love the Vengeance music. I love the mishmash of the 3 themes. Try to be worse to Lude than he was to himself. Alright. New game. And it's viewer's choice. So, who wants to take part in viewer's choice? I'll give about a minute for people to vote that they want to take part. Miss Butler, Darren 2500. Jay-Z wants to help the suffering. Oh boy, this is going to go well. M29G Gamer. I should probably make a new line. And Bolner App wants to take part. We have a list of 6. Which I believe Solo versus team. Villain, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, and that's the minimum we would need for each person to have only 1 vote. In case we vote a certain way. Who even is here in this chat? Almost 6 people. So that might actually be it. That's probably the people. Alright, so we're gonna start spreading the questions around. Seamus Butler, solo or team? We're playing solo. Or classic, I guess, technically. So, Darren, choose the villain. Jay-Z, 3, 4, or 5 heroes. Zanvar, hero number 1. 29, hero number 2. Vulnerap, hero number 3. And this wraps around. And then I have to wait for answers. So, these are the villains that are available, of course. These are the heroes that are available. Literally every single hero except for the new ones that aren't even released yet physically. Zanvar is voting for Xtreme Prime Wardens, Captain Cosmic, because he wants to play with madness. Jay-Z votes for 5 heroes. Seamus is hero number 4. Darren is hero number 5. Jay-Z is the environment, and Zanvar is going to be the difficulty. So those are the questions. So, M29G Gamer wants Darkwatch Setback. And that is hero 2, Vulnerap hero 3, Rook City Wraith. I think that's the version of Wraith that was never played on Dolphin's Dive. We're playing Challenge. So we don't know the villain yet, but we know it's going to be a challenge. So, and the villain question went to Darren, who also has to choose the 5th hero, and he knows which villain or villains villain I guess. I guess Ennead is technically villains, and so is Chairman. Kaargra Warfang sort of a villain team of gladiators. Villain Kaargra Warfang. Hero 5, Xtreme Prime Wardens, Argent, Adepts. Yeah! So Vulnerap verifies that Rook City Wraith was because she was the only, or one of the few heroes never played on Dolphin's Dive. Alright. So hero 4 is Seamus, and environment is Jay-Z. Hero 4 is Termination Unity. So we have Challenge Kaargra against Xtreme Prime Wardens, Captain Cosmic, Darkwatch Setback, Rook City Wraith, Termination Unity, and Xtreme Prime Wardens, Argent, Adept. And they are fighting this match in the great location that many people have frequently referred to over the years in Sentinels comics as being, this is the place that you want to see in the comics. This environment, so rich with people and places and things, and Dok'Thorath capital is this place. Not necessarily people. When I said people, I actually meant, you know, the populace. Alright, let's fight. Come and fight for my pleasure. Are you worthy combatants? Find out for glory. I've got more gold. Oh, right. This has to be British. And I actually don't have a British fan. This is Lude impersonating Adam, impersonating bad British. I've got more golden guns than you've had hot dinners. Okay, no. That is not even good. I apologize. Just close the stream, go home. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. That's... I'm even ashamed of myself. That's how bad that was. Alright, so Xtreme Prime Wardens Captain Cosmic is starting with an Energy Bracer, 2 Harsh Offenses, and a Vitality Conduit. Dark Watch Setback has a cause and effect, Karmic Retribution, Looking Up, and Uncharmed Life. Rook City Wraith has Infrared Eyepiece, Mega Computer, Smoke Bombs, and Suture Self. Termination Unity has Flash Forge, Hasty Augmentation, Platform Bot, and Supply Crate. And Xtreme Prime Warden's Argent Adept has an Instrumental Conjuration, Musaragni's Harp, Syncopated Onslaught, and Teleman's Lyra. Two of the instruments that are really well with Inspiring Supertonic. We don't have that one yet. I just can't do worse than Jeremy's voice for Knife. Alright, Orm Hive-Minded. Reckless for dealing yourself lots of damage. Mindbreaker for being dealt damage by many different sources. Ashclaw Revelos, dealing damage to the lowest HP target. Ashclaw Revelos gets the thing. Odessa the Adroit gets Chaos Lower. Oh, right, yeah, because the challenge rule. So I totally forgot about this. The challenge rule is whenever a Gladiator card enters play, the top card of the title deck gets put underneath them. So Orm Hive-Minded, first time the target is dealt damage. So that actually was the thing. This isn't... So the title went to Orm. First time Orm is dealt damage, he regains 1 HP. Ashclaw Revelos, damage dealt by him is irreducible. In Odessa, the first time she is dealt damage, the bottom card of Kaargra's deck is played. And if multiple hero targets get dealt damage by Odessa, 4 tokens are added to the Bloodtorn Favor Pool, which is currently at 4. So the only title that we have at hand is the Mindbreaker, which is when someone is dealt damage by 5 different sources in 1 round. And that will make them do damage to each target, which could make Odessa play a card, which is excellent. Sweet. Fantastic. I don't want any of these to not be dealt damage. So probably Captain Cosmic. And then multiple targets will be dealt damage here. So they're already at 8. They're at 8. They're 40% of the way to winning this game. But the good news is that Fickle Fans is in our favor right now. That's the good news. That's the good news. Alright, Odessa needs to go. Like, super fast. We cannot be dealt damage. That's right. I can't. That's stupid. But I can put a Vitality Conduit. Energy Bracer can only go on a hero target, or a hero character card, so it can't go on, like, Stealth Bot, of course. Let's throw Energy Bracer on Setback, since he probably could hit himself. We could have another stream where Xtreme Prime Warden's Argent gets Mindbreaker and kills everyone. That sounds like something that, Dark Conductor Argent Adept would do, is just kill everyone with his mind. He breaks minds with his poetry. Or something. If I hit Odessa, I mean, the first hit isn't going to go because Cosmic can't deal damage, but Energy Bracer can deal damage. So if I hit Odessa, then that will play a card. I don't know that that card play is worth the 1 damage, though, but I do have to get rid of Odessa, so I don't know. I'm doing this. Starry the Bloody gets Deathcaller, which is kind of bad. Anytime a target enters play, they deal damage to it, and if it's at 3 or lower, stuff happens. Alright, looking up. Now this is when things start looking up. Oh, that wasn't the one I wanted to hit, actually. Because we really need to get rid of Odessa somehow, some way. And now we have Dimkarn the Fearless, who gets the title The Seeker. I'm starting to think I'm probably winning the game for them. Oh right, Captain Cosmic can't play Constructs because Starry the Bloody will deal them 2 sonic damage and then that'll have been reduced to 3 or fewer. Great! Well, they could be spared with smoke bombs, which I shall do. And then let's see if the environment can help. Orbital bombardment! I'm honestly considering this because this might help wipe the board of terrible things. But to quote Jeremy, this is probably the moment where we lost the game. Fun fact. Alright, so termination, move a mechanical golem from trash into play. So if I flash forge, I could discard the platform bot and then put it into play by reconfigure, and then I can get like construction pylon, stealth bot, swift bot, which is sort of nice ish. I don't know, probably terrible. So construction pylon, stealth, swift, and then get the platform bot. This redirects, at least, and is reduced by 1. Scrap metal, platform bot number 2, and then if I hit Edessa, this will play another card, but then orbital bombardment will take out Edessa. Fickle fans, so now the score is tied, 5-5. See, we're doing so well, we just got 5 favored, like that, super easily. And I could, if I use base power on Unity, she could play a mechanical golem. So she could play stealth bot. Actually, smoke bombs would help redirect that blow from Starry, though. I could play scrap metal. And then I'd have to use a power, which would destroy platform bot and shuffle it into my deck. Well, I mean, I guess platform bot's going away anyway, because orbital bombardment's going to destroy platform bot. So I could hit Unity to play scrap metal or construction pylon. I don't want to play a golem because Starry will hit it and then orbital bombardment will take it out. But with scrap metal, I could play a card at the start of my turn. Or what are some probably better options? Destructive response, and then play with madness. No, I like the Unity idea. Let's read the text. When a target is dealt damage by 5 different sources. Edessa has been dealt damage by 3 sources. That is something to think about, but she is going to go away by orbital bombardment. But yeah, it says it does say targets. When a target deals itself, when a target blah, when a player blah blah blah. All right, stuff and things. All right, I'm gonna put out the harp in hopes that someday I will have inspiring supertonic. Give the orbital bombardment a title. That would be great. Platform bot was destroyed. Oh, and the target was destroyed. So we got a title in play, which is perfect. Because as soon as there are no titles in the title deck, then the challenge rules don't happen anymore. Yes, this is the viewer's choice game. So the living weapon, when a hero destroys a target using their innate power. This is something that Unity could get really easily, but it's also a title that Unity doesn't really want because it does nothing. I wonder how this... So how does this work with Play with Madness? Does this increase the 1 energy damage to 3? for each of those hits, dude. Dude! Alright, so Setback. Actually, let's take out Edessa first and see what title we get. I'm guessing it's viewer's choice because Darkwatch Setback is here. Alright, so the Unbreakable, after a target is dealt 6 or more damage in 1 turn. Blah blah blah. And whenever a target leaves play, move any titles not under a target back to this area. So Chaos Lord, thankfully, is now out of the title deck. It is in play, and it is a title that only a player can get at this point, when a player plays 3 cards in 1 turn. So let's try to figure out how to get that. I think Unity can easily get that with start of turn, play a card, and then her 2 plays from, although she doesn't actually have another card play that isn't Construction Pylon, which is not good. But anyway, does the rest of this matter? Energy Bracer is going. So before Energy Bracer goes, let's hit Setback for the damage reduction, and then take out the Energy Bracer. The Indiscriminate, when a target deals damage to multiple hero and villains. And what does that one do again? I always forget. Increased damage. Okay. So I think it's possible for Argent Adept to get that if he's set up for it. I don't think the rest of this matters. Actually, I think... No, smoke bombs don't help. The living weapon increases his and construct damage dealt. Ooh, so we want Captain Cosmic to have it. We also have a second orbital bombardment. For when having 1 orbital bombardment wasn't good enough, have a second one. When a target enters play, get back in there, puts Edessa back in play. Is there anything left in the title deck? No. So title deck's empty, but Edessa does have Stonejaw. Kaargra is in play. Setback's been dealt 5 damage. I don't know what choice there makes sense. Get back in there, which there are no gladiators, and that's the second copy. It's gone. This will give Setback the title. Actually, we'll give Wraith, Setback, or Argent Adept, which is all 3 of these. So who do we want to have the title of Unbreakable? Who is Unbreakable? I mean, Setback could benefit from it, but he also could have Silver Lining. Dok'Thorath really doesn't want the arena on it. It's just blowing up. Oh, and Smoke Bombs is going to redirect. Oh no, Smoke Bombs is optional. So what does Starry does the hero with the second highest. And then Dimkarn. So I guess I don't have to do this one to get it. Because, I mean, of these heroes, Unity doesn't need to deal damage. But Setback, Wraith, and Argent Adept would like to. Although Wraith doesn't have a damage dealer just yet. So maybe Wraith. Alright, so what's still up for grabs? Mindbreaker dealt damage by 5 different sources and a lot of single sources. And then these are things. And then the next damage dealt to this target is going to get increased by 2. for what it's worth. So let's hit Argent Adept, I would say. And then Edessa. But when Stealth Bot is out, you don't care about Edessa anymore. So they're at 16, no big deal. There's nothing I can take out, is there? Oh, right, and if I play a Construct, Starry's going to destroy it anyway. So let's just Harsh Offense. And we get a 6 blow. I mean, we kind of have to take out Kaargra. In fact, I think Kaargra is terrible because she herself is going to get 3 tokens on her turn. So I'm just going to focus fire on Kaargra. If it was a Zac stream, we'd have to sacrifice you, but it's a loot stream. Alright, what's the best thing we can do here? I don't think there's really that much. I'm just going to exceed expectations. Yeah, let's remove all 3. And do 1 blow on Kaargra. Now, I do have to be careful because Kaargra is probably going to be dealt damage by too many sources. Kaargra is currently at 2. We don't want more than 4. Unless we hit Wraith. And then we just have Wraith get Mindbreaker. And then play cards, destroy using innate power, deal damage to multiple hero targets and multiple villain targets. Which Setback could potentially do if he wanted. Well, let's hit Starry. And then let's hit Wraith. So that maybe Wraith gets Mindbreaker. Zach would ban Jay-Z for that suggestion. You are hereby banned. Mega Computer would reduce the orbital bombardment damage, but I kind of want it to just go off. Which is kind of bad. But I do want it to go off, so I'm just going to suit yourself, because suit yourself. And then let's see if we can get something else that's good. Defiant Looters will get destroyed by orbital bombardment, right? Deal target damage to each non-Thorathian. So yeah, Defiant Looters. You'd be dealt damage by Starry, and then destroyed, and then titles and points and stuff, so you don't even want that to happen. I want to play a card. Smoke bombs. Hero targets the lowest is Wraith. So whatever golem I play will be lowest, and then that will redirect and be reduced by 1. If I play Stealth Bot, then things get cool. Because I'll play Stealth Bot. Starry tries to hit Stealth Bot, redirects to someone else. Stealth Bot says redirect it to me, reduces it to 0. Huzzah. Then I play my Construction Pylon. And then I can play a Swift Bot. Redirect to Stealth Bot. Stealth Bot is lowest. Redirect to Captain Cosmic. And then I can't do that. Okay, that's fine. Kaargra is at 2 sources. Raptor Bot's gonna do more damage, right? So let's do Raptor Bot. Smoke bombs. And then stealth bot. Who gets rid of this altogether. Ooh, power shockwave. Nice. Alright, I think I have to use my base power because I don't have a harmony. So let's conjure just something. I don't know what. Zew's Bell, because that works well with Syncopated Onslaught. And then maybe I should hit Wraith. Yeah, we'll hit Wraith, because then Wraith will get the title. And then I can play a card and use a power. So let's Infrared Eyepiece to try to get that Fickle Fans. We didn't get Fickle Fans. Bloodsworn Judgment's going to be a lot of distraction, but Provocator Tarnus is going to really make this game hard. Which sucks. Like, so we lose Looking Up. Cosmic wouldn't lose anything. Smoke Bombs are Infrared Eyepiece. Unity has nothing. Actually, I guess it's okay to have the Bloodsworn Judgment, because we don't really have that much that's useful right now. And then the Orbital Bombardment isn't going to destroy any Gladiator. Now, do I want to save Raptorbot? I think Raptorbot's basically toast anyway, and I do want to save Stealthbot for Edessa the Adroit. So don't redirect any of this damage. Is my frames dropping? Yeah, I've dropped 7,000 frames. But it seems like we're back in green now. So I think we're good. Yeah, my internet tends to act up from time to time, so I don't know what just happened. I wasn't paying attention. Destroy cards. Looking Up. Infrared Eyepiece. Zew's... No, the Harp, because I can at least use Zew's Bell if I wanted. And then here's where I think the game gets lost. Yeah, if I redirect a Stealthbot, that is... Like, if I redirect a Stealthbot, if I redirect the 5 blow, it reduces to 4, so Kaargra still gets the token for 4. Plus, she'll destroy a Stealthbot, so she'll get an extra token for destroying a target. Now, if I redirect this 4, and it reduces to 3... Actually, Stealthbot's the lowest. So redirect a Stealthbot. Stealthbot is the lowest. Alright, we're spared. But I think that's probably it. Although again, redirect the 4, Stealthbot is the lowest. Oh, and you're irreducible. I can still smoke bombs. I do not want them to destroy anything. So who do I want to not deal damage again? Second highest. Is there anything at all that can help us here? No. Let's just hit Argent Adept. The 2 hero targets at the highest, 3 each. Oh, this is gonna do it. Unless... Alright, so Wraith is getting one of these, and then this other choice... Alright, so Wraith has to take both of these. Which means that I hit Setback, redirect Stealth Bot, Smoke Bombs, redirect it to Wraith. And then actually I think we're still screwed because the next damage dealt is increased by 2. Shoot. Actually no, we're fine because this is gonna get used up. Okay, so this is fine. All the self damage gets or all the hero damage gets redirected to Stealth Bot. I'm walking on eggshells right now. It's not even that. I'm like navigating a minefield here. And the worst part is that even if I take out Kaargra, we're not even like at 20 favor. Oh, I did have to use it. Okay, no. I did have to have Wraith deal herself the damage. So say no to this, but then say yes to this, and then smoke bombs. So we have to redo all of this. And we are still in, like, minefield territory. And then this smoke bombs has to redirect in order for... So I did this on Cosmic, but should I have done Argent Adept instead? Because I could Harsh Offense or something. I honestly don't know. I'll hit Argent Adepts. Jeez. So it's the same thing as before. So Setback, redirect, redirect. And now here, this Wraith hit does have to go through. And actually, if I really wanted to, I could get the Indiscriminate. Which would be pretty scary. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, let's hit the heroes first. Except for Setback. We're going to have Setback be hit so that Wraith could get a +1 to damage. And then hit Setback. Don't redirect. And then hit something, so Astari's dying anyway. And... so I can't hit those currently. I want Kaargra to get the +1. If I get a +1 on Dimkarn, Dimkarn's dead, and I don't have to worry about anything really. Or not necessarily anything. So let's try to do the big hit on Aurum. So now Rook City Wraith has the Indiscriminate, so this is a +1. Oh, and you get this. I forgot the Seeker was out. Okay. Let's order this a better way. No. This is what happens whenever you play Kaargra Warfang, is that all of these titles really mess with turns. Okay. So this is forced, this is forced. And then this is forced. So I threw this on Cosmic and then... Okay, so Wraith does have to deal damage. I think Argent Adept was less good than Captain Cosmic. And we want Wraith to be highest. Okay, so then Setback, and then hit Setback first, redirects it to Stealth Bot, Smoke Bombs redirects it. Alright, and then we do this yet again. Wraith deals herself damage. And then Setback doesn't redirect. And then the other heroes redirect. So what was that title, the thing that happened? So indiscriminate, of course. Oh, because it was on Dimkarn. That's why I forgot about it. When a target damages another target that has a damage reducing effect. And then Starry's was destroying a target without dealing damage to it, which is something that Unity could potentially get if she wanted, easily. Okay, so that's what happened. So hit Starry, and then hit Ashclaw to get the Indiscriminate. The Indiscriminate lets Wraith take out Dimkarn, and then if Wraith hits Edessa, then she gets the Seeker, and then there's nothing extra I can get because it's playing cards or destroying a target without dealing damage to it, or destroying a target using their innate power, which is none of these. So the rest of this doesn't matter. And then all of this redirects to Stealth Bot, which spares us from the 4 tokens from Edessa. Yes, and then Smoke Bombs. Because that will just reduce it by 1. Because I can't have Stealth Bot take it, because Stealth Bot would die. And they would win. Okay. So what can I do now? So, alright, so actually we could play Constructs, we don't have to worry about redirecting damage. We have to take out Kaargra, pretty much. Rook City Wraith has a Razor Ordnance, so she can deal damage, which will be great. Harsh Defense could do like 6 points of damage. Potentially. If I put the Cosmic Weapon on someone, can that help? Well, Rook City Wraith has Razor Ordnance, and I don't think any of those card plays would help out with that. I guess like Setback probably wants a damage dealer, but he also has cause and effect. Pull this off. So, what is the best way of dealing those points of damage? Currently, Xtreme Prime Wardens Argent Adept cannot deal damage. So I could have Captain Cosmic hit Wraith. So Unbreakable, or was it the Mindbreaker? The first time this target is dealt damage each turn. So I could have Cosmic use his base power to hit Wraith, and then Wraith explodes on the board. It would be risky, and I would only really want to consider doing that if we can win. But at this point, I'm not really sure how we could. We do have Powered Shockwave on Unity's side, which is nice. This will do 3 points of damage to everything. Which will get 1 token for doing enough points of damage. It'd be nice if we can get an extra Golem in play, but Unity can't really do that. Setback can exceed expectations to do 3 points of damage. If Wraith has already gone off and triggered her Indiscriminate and get a +2 to Kaargra, then exceed expectations would give 5 damage and would give us the token. And then Wraith on her turn would do 4 points of damage, getting a token, increasing the next damage. So then Powered Shockwave would do enough damage. Although I guess Swiftbot won't be there, but Powered Shockwave would still do 4. Argent Adept cannot deal damage, but actually I don't even think there's anything that Argent Adept can do. Even with Syncopated Onslaught, increased damage dealt by certain targets by 1 isn't going to do anything. But there might be enough damage just from Wraith having a bunch of damage boosts for this to work. And I think that we don't really want, like, there's no reason to do 2 points of damage to Wraith. So there's no point in playing a construct. Unless I give the Cosmic Weapon to Setback and then he has a power. Or I could just Harsh Offense, which... yeah, I'm gonna Harsh Offense. Harsh Offense revealed 4. Or revealed 2. So here we go. There's 6. So we got those tokens. And then we play with Wraith's Madness, which then does a bunch. So I can't redirect any of this, because I do want to keep Stealthbot alive so that Powered Shockwave does enough damage. Which is fine, because everyone will survive. Everyone's going to have a bunch of damage boosts to themselves, but we should hopefully win the game before that point. So that is a bunch of damage, and we're actually also getting +2s from the previous round of Mindbreaker to certain targets. So now the Unbreakable has been lost, which is fine. Now Unbreakable is back. That is an issue. Because if Kaargra gets Unbreakable, that could be bad. So maybe I want to order this so that Stealthbot dies first. Or not Stealthbot, Swiftbot dies first before the Unbreakable is lost. And none of these targets are perishing anyway. So the rest is fine. So, pretty scary, but I think we have this. I think there's enough damage going around for this to happen. So then exceed the expectations. I could remove more than one. I don't want to destroy a target, though, because that's going to put Unbreakable back out. But I could remove 3? And then I would be able to do... So I do damage to Kaargra, get a token. I do damage to Odessa, doesn't destroy Odessa, gets a token for doing 4, plus another token for doing 2 points of damage to more than one target, and then I can do 4 to Endolin. So we're past the 20 point. So all I have to do is take out Kaargra, which Wraith can do easily. All she needs to do is raise her ordnance. And we did it. I don't know how, but we did it. That was a rough start, but a victory that got pulled out. Alright, Gains of Customer says I am synced up again. I have OBS open. I am sitting at green. And it's not bouncing around. And it said that I've dropped 98,000 frames, but that number hasn't gone up. So we might be good. So... So, you know, the whole stream issues aside, that was a fun match. And that, so, unfortunately, we had to take like 10 minutes to sort out the internet, which made the epicness of that Kaargra turn get lost to the ether, sort of. But, like, that required so much finesse with how damage was spread on Kaargra's turn, because we started her turn, I think, with 17 tokens, and we had a bunch of gladiators that were threatening to destroy hero targets or just add tokens on the basis of dealing damage to multiple targets or whatnot. And we managed to avoid that happening with Stealth Bot and Smoke Bomb shenanigans. So that was good. We showed Kaargra and your internet who's boss. Actually, I think my internet just suffered because it couldn't handle the epicness of this match. Alright, so this is probably a very bad idea. I said I was going to probably end the stream here, but it does seem like the internet is back. And again, if you haven't paused or unpaused the video, you're probably having several minutes of delay at this point due to buffering. Whenever you get buffering on a stream and it starts playing again, it's not actually playing live footage, it's playing footage from the point where it started buffering. And that just keeps adding up and up and up, especially when someone like me has internet issues. Typically, like a 10-second delay is fine. And that's what Twitch sort of, you're forced to have a 10-second delay by virtue of Twitch. But if I have buffering that keeps adding and adding up and up and up, you're getting humongous amounts of delay. So please take that moment to reset the stream delay if you're watching this live. And if you pause and unpause and you're still seeing the same footage, maybe that's because you're already at 10 seconds of delay. Or maybe there's some other issue and you should refresh the stream. Anyway, the next match is the random match. And for that, I think, like, I like pressing the random button repeatedly, but I think that it just makes it a little easier if I do it like this. Generate random number between 1 and 2. This number is 1, so we're playing classic because that is 1. And I'll hit random once, and we get Chairman against Fused, or not Fused. Fused is an old name. Requital, Captain Cosmic, Freedom 6, Absolute 0, Eternal Haka, and Knife in the Court of Blood. And the difficulty of the Chairman shall be 3, which is Challenge. So we're playing Challenge Chairman against Requital, Captain Cosmic. I already read those out. Whatever. We're fighting. We fought my internet long enough. Now we shall fight he who controls Rook City. Well, well, well. What have we here? You're out of your league, heroes. My brother gave me another chance to protect the cosmos from the likes of you. His sacrifice will not be in vain. That was another terrible attempt at some sort of accent that probably wasn't English at all. Alright, Requital Captain Cosmic has an Autonomous Blade, Construct Cataclysm, Harsh Offense, and Unflagging Animation. Elemental Wrath Absolute Zero has Focused Apertures, Frostbound Drain, Onboard Module Installation, and Sub-Zero Atmosphere. Eternal Haka has 2 Elbow Smashes, a Haka of Shielding, and a Rampage. And Knife has For the Greater Good, Primed Punch, and 2 Wrecking Uppercuts. So, Perfect Human Specimens. So their challenge rules, they regain HP, but they're already at max, and they play a card which involves HP recovery. And their first underboss is the Broker, bringing out the Informant. So, having the Informant out, if Captain Cosmic... Oh, I guess this power puts them into play. Alright, I was thinking, like, if he plays the top 3 cards of his deck, then the Chairman plays the top 3 cards of his deck. But it doesn't actually work like that. Informant has to go, like, super fast. Either that, or we just try to get all the prison breaks out as fast as we can. Which isn't a terrible plan in of itself. But if we get terrible underbosses fast, then we can't really deal with them. So do I want to play the Autonomous Blade? The issue is that if there are 4 more constructs in play, Captain Cosmic gets dealt 2 psychic damage several times. I think Harsh Offense is probably safest, but if I reveal 3 constructs and I do 6 damage, that sort of is overkill for the Informant, but I guess I could just throw that on the Broker instead. Yeah, we'll do that. He plays the Deputy! Okay. We get a 4. Which isn't enough to take out the Broker. And it's overkill for the Informant, but at least it takes out the Informant. So we'll take out the Informant, I guess. And then... let's see what these 3 cards are. We have Potent Disruption, Autonomous Blade, Dynamic Siphon. So Potent Disruption can do 5 damage if I sacrifice one of these constructs. And... or I could just play it first and do no damage and then keep both of these constructs. Autonomous Blade could be really nice to have. Dynamic Siphon is nice to have against... I mean, with a hero who specifically likes having extra powers, which lots of heroes tend to. Absolute Zero probably wouldn't mind. Haka doesn't have a good power other than his base. I mean, not that his base is that bad, but... I'm trying to think in terms of damage spread. I mean, Knife also has a damage dealer, too. I mean, I guess, like... I'm phrasing this as if the only good powers are the ones that deal damage, which means I'm actually Jeremy! Oh! I'm actually trying to do a second stream! No. But 5 damage would take out the Broker, so it's probably wise to do that. And I think Autonomous Blade on Absolute Zero has the potential of working out, although I don't think there's any fire damage going to Absolute Zero at all outside of other turns. I don't know. And I do have an Unflagging Animation, so I could bring one of these back if I wanted. So let's put the Dynamic Siphon out. And it doesn't matter who gets this one, because the Potent Disruption will destroy it to take out the Broker. And then we can get the Autonomous Blade on a hero who is going to deal damage consistently, like Absolute Zero. Look at the Wounding Buffer. So the onboard module, and we probably want to get the Exothermic Transducer, but... since this is Freedom 6 Absolute Zero, Focused Apertures would have a more immediate effect. And I could focus on the Deputy. Like, there's not really much point in damaging the operative because they are going to regain 4 HP each round. So I think Wrecking Uppercut is probably fine with the knife. Primed Punch is nice if she can get the damage boost to melee and energy, which she doesn't have right now. But Wrecking Uppercut, we can sort of try to filter the deck and get rid of the prison breaks faster. So I play Wrecking Uppercut, that's 3 damage, and Energy Lance is 2 damage, so that is enough to take out the Deputy as it is. Any other damage will sort of just be wasted. Unless, as Sanvar says, and I've been meaning to reference this, Unhallowed Halls would prevent the HP recovery from happening. Which isn't bad, and it would be preferred. Especially since, well, I guess Absolute Zero would cry at not being able to regain HP. I want to save the Rampage, because we'll need it. So I think I'm going to play at the Haka of Shielding. Draw 2 cards. Ditch one of these. They're all good. Get rid of Punish the Weak. Reduce the next damage by 2. Draw a card. Haka of Restoration. I can ditch that one. Draw 2 more. Vitality Surge. Vitality Surge. And Haka of Battle. Sweet. Lots of damage because I am Jeremy. Alright. So what did we discard? We discarded a Prison Break! Excellent! 1 down. Once all the prison breaks are gone, Chairman becomes a lot easier. Incidental Contact, also good against multiple targets. Infecting an Air, but there are no vampires. The Muscle is the play, and Operative brings out the Contract, which we would prefer to see before the flip, so that's good. Thug comes out, is considered at the highest. Haka can take this because he has the shielding. And then this is going to do a lot of damage. I want to save my construct. Alright, so now we have to get rid of the hired gun ASAP. Construct Cataclysm, destroy all, deal 1 target, X irreducible or up to X3. Or another Autonomous Blade. Throw all of those on Absolute Zero, because why not? And then Requital. 1 construct, a sustained influence, and a conservation of energy. Alright, so Energy Bracer on Cosmic is usually wise. Sustained influence. And then I can destroy any number of these and either draw or play a number. I don't think I even want to do those. I'll just draw 1. Draw another conservation of energy, and there's a sustained influence. Okay. Sub-Zero Atmosphere is probably not bad. Actually, if we get Sub-Zero Atmosphere out, it's not going to stop the operative from pulling out the thief, and the thief is going to... Or not the thief. The thief is what gets pulled from the trash, but it's not going to stop the fence from coming out. The fence will pull the thief out, and the thief will destroy something. But if a prison break gets played, we're not going to get thugs from the trash put into play. So Sub-Zero Atmosphere, I think, is wise. And Absolute Zero can take out the contract himself. Or at least with Captain Cosmic's help. And then Haka with Tiahawk can get rid of the hired gun. And we can start whittling down the muscle. So, do I want to discard another card? Maybe we'll get the other Prison Break gone and I won't have to worry about this at all. Or maybe I'll discard the hired gun or the fence and then I don't have to worry about the thief at all. Actually, yeah, Wrecking Uppercut and base power will take out muscle. So that is what I do want to do. We discarded Perfect Human Specimens, so that wasn't a Prison Break. But all the underbosses are gone, except for the hired gun, was it? Another infecting an air with no vampires. There's going to be lots of infections on a non-plague rat game. So the fence, that's what it was, not hired gun. Hired gun, what are you talking about? Please. Discard a card. Conservation of energy, I'll say. The thief comes out, and then the thief destroys something. We can lose the sustained influence, that's fine. And then the card play is Rook City is mine! Hunter Philippe! And Angry Mob. Neither of those are vampires. So Angry Mob deals each target other than itself 1 melee and 1 fire, and then if there are no vampires in play, destroy an environment card. So this can help get rid of these infecting airs. Because this could be terrible. Hunter Philippe deals the vampire with the highest, which there are none. None. Well, we do have a number of constructs in the trash, so let's unflag the animations and see what randomness we get. We get Cosmic Crest, Augmented Ally, Cosmic Weapon. So we're going to have damage dealt to Captain Cosmic now. I guess Cosmic Weapon on Knife is good because it's her base power, but 1 point more, which is better. Cosmic Crest doesn't play next to anyone. An Augmented Ally, who wants another power? Discard a card to use a power. Absolute Zero would love this if he ever got Thermal Shockwave, because Thermal Shockwave and Coolant Blast works really well. But he doesn't have Thermal Shockwave. I mean, Haka can have a use for it, but like I would be discarding a card to draw a card, which sort of seems like a waste. So I'll put this on Absolute Zero, and maybe we'll use it someday. And then these guys all deal damage. Destructive Response. And I don't have another power just yet. Or, I mean, I guess I do have Coolant Blast. I could play Coolant Blast, but I can't use it right now because I've not been dealt any fire damage. So I'm not going to do that. And even if I do want to use Coolant Blast, I think Isothermic Transducer is a little better for now. We do have to take out, like, these cards, but Haka could easily do that. I mean, the Angry Mob is... I mean, I don't think we're going to get rid of the Angry Mob. So it's going to do 1 and 1, which is enough to take out the thief. So the fence isn't going to be taken out by the mob, but then we just have to do 4 points of damage to it. I'll just hit the fence with this. And then these go off. Autonomous Blade is dying by the angry mob anyway, so we might as well just have it hit the chairman. No, never mind. We're not going to do that. Because the hero card got destroyed and they regain HP. That is a foolish plan. Why would you ever think of that? Actually, I have 2 Autonomous Blades. This is a more effective spread of damage. Is to hit the enforcers? Actually, I don't think it matters. But do the 2 and 2 to the fence, and then Angry Mob takes out the fence. And then we were at Haka. I mean, if Haka had Talmoko, actually, then we could leave Angry Mob out with Enduring... So Talmoko and Enduring Intercession, and then Angry Mob is our friend. Focus Aperture, so Coolant Blast is worth 1 damage. Yeah, but I don't know that that's worth discarding card for that 1 point of damage, but that is a fair point. Well, I certainly don't want to endure Intercession right now, because all that Angry Mob damage gets redirected to Haka, and there's like 5 constructs in play. That doesn't seem like something Haka would want to have happen. So I'll Vitality Surge, because I do want to try to get Talmoko. Perfect. So then we can start getting set up for Angry Mob shenanigans. So let's just take out the enforcers ourselves. And then I'm gonna hit the operative. I don't know that any amount of this damage is really going to benefit us, but I'll put out the primed punch, but Cosmic Weapon will do more damage. Ooh, overcharged null shield. Excellent. So we have to take out the fence before we lose our constructs. Construct singular. And then the rest of this doesn't matter. Oh, that was actually fire. Right! There is fire damage! Angry Mob is fire. I was just thinking everything was infernal. Because I was only thinking of the vampires. So this is good. Actually, because of that, I'd want Absolute Zero to be dealt the damage first. So that we get the second Autonomous Blade going off. And there we go. And then the rest doesn't matter. Let's get rid of one of those heirs, because Angry Mob will be our friend soon. So wager Olona. So which one was that? That's whenever a vampire deals damage, that vampire regains 2 HP, or deals damage to a character card. And now this vampire is doing damage. And so we're going to lose one of these constructs. I don't think there's that much energy damage. I mean, I guess I could keep... I could keep that card... or that construct for HP recovery on the constructs, but that's fine. Rook City is mine, number 2! We get Relic Dorotia, which deals each non-vampire 1 Infernal, and Dredge Fico, which... on a vampire other than this card to be destroyed, restore that vampire to full HP. What do we want in play? Dynamic Siphon! On Absolute 0. Yes, please. No. Destructive Response. And then Randomness. Ooh. Cosmic's gonna be dealt a lot of damage. Dynamic Siphon. So these are going to be hit by the Angry Mob. And so whoever I want to have extra powers can get extra powers. Let's give it to Haka. And then a Vitality Conduit. Cosmic's gonna be hurting. So we'll do that one. And so the 2 HP constructs are going to get destroyed by the Angry Mob. But I do want to try to use Augmented Ally because we can get Coolant Blast. He'll only have been dealt 1 fire damage, but he'll do 2 cold, which is basically his base power again. So that is worth doing. Cosmic Weapon is only 1 extra point of damage. Autonomous Blade would do 2 points of damage. Energy Bracer is saving Captain Cosmic. So I think the Cosmic Weapon we're going to sacrifice. Oh, I guess this is... oh, right. It's going to do damage equal to the destroyed construct's HP plus 1. But that's fine. So I could actually hit Dynamic Siphons right now! Yeah! And I'm really itching to hit the chairman. So I shall. And then I could hit the Vitality Conduit, but that's okay. I think since Chairman's already been hit, I might as well hit Chairman. And then hit Chairman. He's only down to 23. So this is working pretty well. I think... I mean, we don't really have to worry about Prison Break because we have Sub-Zero Atmosphere, which will stop the Prison Break from having its full effect. Isothermic's already out. And then he hits me. Oh no, whatever shall I do? And then, now, the Coolant Blast. I mean, I guess Frostbound Drain would do more damage right now. But oh well. And there's the Thermal Shockwave! So we can get this combo going. So Talmoko, and then Taiaha. And then next turn, Enduring Intercession, and then Haka doesn't care. Or, we don't care about the Angry Mob anymore. Savage Mana! If she deals damage this way, destroy this card. Ooh, I could probably take out the chairman right now. That is tempting. So if I do the 4 here, chairman reacts, primed punch is destroyed. I play battlefield experience. I use battlefield experience. I do 2 and 2. And then I draw a card. And I play a card. I play for the greater good. I draw a card. I play a card. Ooh, for battlefield experience. And I use a power like battlefield experience. So I can do damage to the chairman. This card is destroyed, so I draw a card and I play a card. Incidental contact would do it. Angry mob cannot take out chairman. And these other ones aren't going to do it. So incidental contact, plus this will hit the constructs. So perfect. Chairman was at full HP at the start of this turn. Or start of this round. Awesome. Alright, so what about the rest of these? Definitely hit the vampires. And then these don't have to be hit. And then the heroes we don't want to hit. And then most of the constructs. So Autonomous Blade, this doesn't give me an extra effect. This doesn't give me an extra effect. This doesn't give me an extra effect. So it sort of comes down to, do I want to have Haka or Absolute Zero have 2 powers or 1 power? And Coolant Blast... Well, okay. So Dynamic Siphon, use a power... And then Autonomous Blade goes off. If I hit Dynamic Siphon now, then the Angry Mob will take it to 0 and take it out. So not only will Absolute Zero not be able to use a power on the Angry Mob's turn, but he'll not be able to use Elemental Wrath, which means that he will use Coolant Blast for 1 point of damage instead of Elemental Wrath for 3 points of damage, but also the Autonomous Blade isn't going to trigger, so I don't want to do this one. And I think the same is true of Haka. Unless I really want him to draw a card, but... he doesn't have the other thing. Oh, whenever a vampire other does this card would be destroyed, and the wager alone is going to get destroyed. So I want to take out Drudge Fico first. And then I don't want to do this hit. This choice doesn't really matter. As long as he could do 1 point of damage to Vitality Conduit, you might as well do it. And that ends K.N.Y.F.'s epic power phase. And then this. So, Operative. And then Cosmic while the Energy Bracer is in play. I might as well just hit the heroes first. Actually, this. So then Isothermic Transducer goes off. And the Autonomous Blade, although that would have gone off anyway. And then... let's just do this first. Oh, and then this goes off. So there's no real point in hitting other things. So we might as well just hit the vampires. Or vampire. I mean, I could hit the Vitality Conduit, but it's already destroyed, so its text isn't active. And then the vampire is almost gone. And then Absolute Zero does this. So close to taking them all out in one round. Who knows? Maybe the vampires will do it for us. Blood Crownless Battery isn't actually a good one. If a vampire damages a character card this way, so you damaged the operative who is a character card, so the operative's also hitting herself. Down to 2. And then down to 1. So close. So close to doing this all in one round. And then she regains 4. Prison break. Oh no! Whatever shall I do? I don't usually have a choice here. Order could matter, I guess. I mean, it will matter, like, if, like, thugs come out in a certain order. Cool! All I have to do is 5 points of damage to the operative. There are those underbosses that came out, but they didn't pull out their thugs because of Sub-Zero Atmosphere. This is why, so, I know in particular Jeremy is super, like, uncertain about this card. Because he says, this is a card that I'm never going to play because I don't know how it works. Like, the way that Sub-Zero Atmosphere works is, like, the way to think of it is whatever the villain plays during their play phase, if that card has an end-of-turn action, it doesn't act immediately. It instead slows down and acts at the start of the next turn, which is what Sub-Zero Atmosphere does. It slows everything down. It's not good against villain to play a card at the end of their turn, basically. Anytime a card says at the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck, you don't want that in play. But the chairman is really good for this. The operative, like, it doesn't stop the operative from pulling the underboss out, but if a prison break comes out, we don't get to see the thief, we don't get to see the enforcers, we don't get to see the hired gun, the crooked cop, the informant, so they're just sitting there waiting to take their action, but slowed down by the Sub-Zero Atmosphere. So I really think people should think more carefully about the power and usefulness of Sub-Zero Atmosphere. Does this choice really matter? Can Absolute Zero just do it himself? Actually, let's give which one was it? Augmented Ally to Absolute Zero. The Challenge Voss game, he had it where he kept playing Forced Deployment and then destroying it immediately. Oh, and that would be another instance of where the Choose For Me button was missing. Yeah, because I ought to choose the order of the underbosses, but with Voss, where he deploys a bunch of minions, the lack of Choose For Me is annoying. And I guess I can, like, I'm not entirely sure, like, I know in the past, it put the underbosses into play in a certain order based on when they entered the trash. I'm not sure if there was a ruling that said you can choose the order, because it doesn't say on the card put all of them into play in the order they're in the trash, but I'm pretty sure there was like a clarification somewhere. But if the ruling was changed, I feel like there should still be a Choose For Me button in the case that you don't care about the order. But that's just me. There is one construct card in play. I don't want to destroy that one. Sustained Influence. And then we get a Harsh Offense and 2 constructs. So Autonomous Blade on Absolute 0, and Vitality Conduit on... See, because there's a Choose For Me button. And Harsh Offense. Which doesn't do it, but almost does. But then Absolute 0 will do it, right? Right? Yes. We did it! We beat the chairman! We also beat the internet. Have we dropped any more frames since? We dropped 145,000 frames, which means yes, we've dropped more over the course of the game. Ugh. Apologies to all my Twitch viewers for this terrible internet disruption. It's not been this bad. I know there's been some issues here and there, but they've always been like isolated minutes here and there of like no internet for this issue, for this minute, whatever. But for whatever reason, tonight was just crap. So if you had issues watching the stream, please check out the YouTube video when it gets uploaded. It probably will take a little longer because I have to get the local version sent to Krista, which does take a little bit of time due to the size of the file. But yeah, Cult of Gloom is here. Hey guys. We had some 3 fun matches. We had one of the shortest games where we lost super fast because of glamour. And then we had Challenge Kaargra Warfang, where she was up to 19 favor with a bunch of potentially adding token effects that we managed to bypass because of Stealth Bot and Smoke Bombs. And then we had Challenge Chairman in Court of Blood, which turned out to be one of the easier chairman fights I've faced. Sort of because we got good cards, we played them well, we had a good order of things. An early Prison Break was discarded by K.N.Y.F. The second Prison Break came out because we played Sub-Zero Atmosphere smartly, and it came out, like, we almost even won the game before the second one came out, and it was so close, down to 1 HP on the operative, and we just didn't get that to happen. But we did take out the chairman in one single round, which is fun. I wonder if I could have set that up better had I known of all the damage dealing potential at the start of Cosmic's turn, but regardless, that is the recap of this stream, just for the sake of the people who had to suffer on Twitch. But that does wrap up this night. We are ending at 9:11 p.m., so I was originally thinking this was going to be a short stream because of the internet, but we managed to make it a full-length stream anyway. So whatever. All's good. If you enjoyed this stream, be sure to give this channel, Handelabra Games, a follow, because there is all sorts of Sentinels content on here. Tuesdays, Sentinels Live with Jeremy and John. Thursdays, Dolphins Live with yours truly. And Sunday, Tales from the Archive with another letdown. So Jeremy and John are developers of the game. I am a fan who likes the strategy, and another letdown is a fan who likes the story. And so those streams tend to be more story-based and feature a lot of interchange between heroes and whatnot. And cards get played for the story more so than the strategy, if you like that sort of thing. If you like me personally as a streamer, please follow my channel at Dolphin or my Twitter account at Dolphin21. You can also find my YouTube channel, which has been honestly pretty neglected these days. But be sure to give any of those a follow. If you like this game and you don't currently own it, or at least you've watched this stream or some number of streams and you realize this is a pretty fun game, I wish I could play it myself, you can get it yourself. It's available on PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and it's also available, on cardboard. Who would play our cardboard? This is like the 21st century. No, I'm kidding. You can get the digital game through various media. You can also go to sentinelsdigital.com for more information, or greaterthangames.com if you want to try to look into ordering the physical game. And with Oblivion coming out soon, that will be the way to play Oblivion the fastest, is to have the physical game, although the digital game is probably going to follow soon afterwards. Also be sure to, I linked this previously, do I still have it copied? Yes, I do. If you own the game or if you don't own the game, be sure to fill out that survey because it asks questions about possible other places to play the game, like on home consoles like the PS4, Xbox One, or the Switch. Probably not the Nintendo 64, especially not the PlayStation 2. I don't think the DSs are going to get it, unfortunately. But there's hope for the 3DO! No, there's not. I'm kidding. And of course, there's some questions about story mode, I think, but I think that's more in the case of the console release. But I think they did say somewhere that they're operating under the assumption that everyone wants story mode. And story mode would be especially great, considering all of the story that is sort of locked behind the creators' minds, but have been slowly coming out through the letters page. Atari, that's another one. It's probably not going to come out on the Atari, but you can send in a request if you want and see if they'll listen to you for some reason. I've blabbered on for long enough. Please do everything that I've said at once and not any later, because you have only one chance, and that chance is now. You missed it. It's past. Oh no! It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. You see, there's even a link right here. Take survey. Probably shouldn't have clicked that. Yeah, that actually opened up my overlay. All right. Oops. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. That's what I want.